So we're going to focus today on weight loss, which, as you probably know, has many causes to gain the weight and then can have difficulty losing the weight. But today we're going to focus on cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone. Well, it's a hormone it's a steroid hormone that is made from the adrenal glands. Adrenal glands is part of your endocrine system. These two small glands, they sit on top of the kidneys, and they respond to stress. So basically we have a stress, and whether that's physical stress, you're in danger, some car just pulled in front of you abruptly, or you have a stress about work, a deadline, or family relationships, your body starts to send a stress signal to your brain, and it cascades down to your adrenal glands, and cortisol comes out. So, but we have to figure out, okay, some cortisol is healthy. Like you slammed down the brakes faster, you prevented yourself from being in this accident, so it's helpful. Help you when the cortisol goes high and you have this deadline at work, helps you get that deadline done. Think, why do I wait till the last second? I could have got this done before, but you didn't. And so, but that cortisol kicks in and helps you get it done then. Okay, so cortisol is similar. We've probably heard of like cortisone shots or cortisone creams. It's analogous to this anti-inflammatory effect. So if your knee, this inflamed knee, you go get the cortisone shot, the inflammation goes down, you feel better. You have some eczema or psoriasis, they give you the cream, some kind of dermatitis, it seems to go away, cuts the cycle. So our body, that's kind of how our body works in the same way. But what can happen is, oftentimes our cortisol gets out of balance. Okay, it can be too high or too low at the wrong kind of times of day, or for too long of a period of time, okay? And this is where we want to start to tease out what's going, you can start to figure out what's going on for you with that, and how is your body affected by it, because everybody's going to have a different way that it's going to affect them. So at the bottom of this first page, I listed several of the body systems that cortisol does affect. And so you may see, if you scan through these, that maybe one system is a little more heavy for you or influence for you than another. Okay, so cortisol does help with our energy, maintain our energy, our mood, so it's more stable, we can handle more stress, sleep quality, being able to fall asleep, sleep deep enough, and then waking up rested, and our weight. Cortisol is a hormone that is, you know how the hormones are, they all come in and kind of have their dance with other hormones, and so then they start to affect other things that are going on. So for example, let's see, we should start with cortisol. Let's start with the weight, because that would be the most obvious. If cortisol is high over time, it causes the body, what it's telling the body is that we are in flight or fight, and there is danger, okay? So it goes to the liver and it tells the liver, you have to release glucose and get it into the blood, because I need to, flex the muscles, run, fight, whatever it is. But usually we're not doing that. Usually we're in traffic or we're stewing about something. And so all this sugar is released into the blood, and we're not actually doing anything to use it, okay? And so then it's not being used, it has to be redeposited, and it goes to the belly, okay? And whether, sometimes you see people with full-on, very large abdomen, and other people, they just say, gosh, I don't know, I do all this exercise, I eat so great, and I know there's a six-pack under there, why can't I see it? And so it tells the body to store it there, okay? And so over time, you have to go back and figure out, what kind of stress am I under that's causing this, okay? The main kinds of stress are pain. If there's chronic pain, that's going to do it, because pain is stressful. Mental, emotional stress, and a lot of times I find patients, they don't even realize they're under stress, because it's kind of it seems like that's the way they're operating. Yeah, it's normal. So I hear, oh, I get up at 5, I do this, and the kids, and the exercise, and my husband, and then I'm at work, and then I am exhausted listening to this. I couldn't keep up with your schedule, and then they wonder why they have to hurry up and go to bed, and they can't fall asleep. And they have more energy in the moment they're lying down to go to sleep than they did all day. So it can be such a vicious cycle, because cortisol is supposed to be naturally high when we wake up in the morning, so you want to get out of bed, you feel motivated about your day, and then it's supposed to gradually come down, so by the time you go to bed, you can fall asleep. A lot of people, it can be the exact opposite. It's so hard to get out of bed in the morning, and then the coffee, and then, you know, the sweet treats to keep yourself going, and then by the time the evening is like, well, I got my second wind, I better get some stuff done, and then, you know, who knows how late you're going to be up, and so then the cycle repeats.